listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. Ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and do best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumper where the dame late, bunch of train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
Look at the free throws and the offensive rebound.
It's very controllable. All those are controllable. Step up, make your free throws, box out, hit somebody, go get a rebound.
Yeah, can you explain the off night? Because I think your team came in shooting 11 straight games of at least 80% from the free throw line.
I don't have an answer for the free throw line. I have no answer.
Can you talk about the execution coming down the fourth quarter? I think you were up by 5 with about 9 minutes to go in the game.
Well, you know, it's going back and forth right there. I mean, I think we put ourselves in a good position. Booker got going. We're blitzing him. We're trying to take the ball out of his hands. He made shots. He got to the free throw line. He made plays. Other guys made plays. We didn't make enough plays. The plays we did have, we didn't knock down free throws. We didn't make shots. You know, we could have been better down the stretch. Execution. I didn't see us turning it over. I mean, we were getting shots and we got to the free throw line. You know, we got enough stops to get it done down the stretch. And the shots that, you know, we did have, they didn't knock them down and we didn't knock them down. And so we got to be better down the stretch, period. But at the end of the day, you know, we had our shots and there was a lot of controllables in there that we did not take care of tonight.
Quick turnaround, playing the same team tomorrow, some kind of embrace, I guess.
Yeah, same team tomorrow. You get another shot at them. So hopefully, you know, our guys will be ready for that and step up and have a better game tomorrow night. Good. Thank you.
All right, for all things Pelicans, now tune into the Pelican post-game report. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all for being in this episode of PPR. Big Q DC in the building. Rusty Pels defeated by Suns 115 to 108. Y'all hit the like button. Appreciate y'all for being in the live on this one. Very disappointing game, man, to be honest with your family. A very disappointing game. The Pelicans, well, this was a frustrating game, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I was fussing at the television all game long. These damn people couldn't hit no free throws. I mean, it was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I'm not going to even lie to you on it. The Pelicans, and if you look at the numbers, fam, the numbers was even more ridiculous in terms the Pelicans, fam. They had a ridiculous 42 foul attempts. The referees gave the Pelicans 42 attempts at the foul line tonight. The Pelicans hit a disgusting 25 of them. The game was for the Pelicans. And they just constantly, repeatedly, stupidly allowed it to go. Very disappointing game. But the good news is this is a quick turnaround. So we'll jump into the numbers. DC, shout out to you, bro. What's your early thoughts on this one, man? Pelicans go down. And it's just really a disgusting loss to me. This was when we were supposed to just kick these people in their teeth, and we just let them have it. We couldn't do nothing right in terms of the foul. The foul shooting is where I pinpoint where we lost it at the line. It's just ridiculous, man. I wanted this one, man. We have to split with.
Damn, bro, you gonna ask me how I'm doing? Continue your thesis,
That's right. No, it's therapy about this point. You now
I know they done triggered you. You don't usually do that shit.
Bro, I was pissed off this
DC,
game.
like, DC, how you doing, man? And you let me talk. You asked me how I was doing. You kept going. And
Then I started going. This is what it is, man.
yeah, it's
I'm
well
really, I was
deserved,
pissed
man.
off.
The Pelicans put up a horrendous effort tonight on their, I guess, run of turning things around. You know, the Cleveland game, although the score was a lot crazier, it was a little more digestible. You know, they just didn't have it. We didn't have enough guys. The Cleveland game. But tonight, man, this is a very winnable situation. Matter of fact, not so much very winnable. You're supposed to win. And they just, man, they digged and clawed and scratched really, really hard to find a way to lose this game, man. You already pointed out the obvious with the free throw attempt, so I'll take the rebounds. You know, I understand we're not the best rebounding team, and we're having issues with that. But, man, just some of the attempts they give up, man, they're mind-boggling. Some of the shot attempts are just lazy, lackadaisical with their rotations defensively. The second chance points was killing us in the second quarter, and we realized this was a Yves Messi game and we was going to have to sit Queen, you know, some minutes. But I just think our ability to adjust and read and react to what was going on, it was sluggish tonight. And the fact that, you know, Jordan Poole just, man, he had some idiotic moments down the stretch, even though we could have still won this game, regardless of the horrible, just horrendous foul shooting. And he pretty much just threw us out the game. And I almost threw up when he jacked up that damn three with like a minute left. I just don't understand shit like that. You kind of let it go during the game. Heat checks, whatnot. Like, bro, you 2-9. Like, why are you jacking up a 40-foot three? Even with a minute left, it was just the dumbest shit. But outside of that, man, I think also just the inability and lack of ability to be able to find Zion, man. Zion had some favorable matchups. They were looking to guard him as a team, but I just think they had a lot of moments, especially when he got it going, that they could have just went to Zion, man. It's just the same looking him off shit. I just don't get it. Why we don't utilize him more, especially in those moments. I know he had that one play where Ryan Dunn blocked it late in the game, but I still think he had a lot more opportunities, and it would have looked better than guys like Jordan Poole just jacking shit up, man. But, you know, hopefully this is a come to Jesus moment, a little bit of a grounding from the high wave they may have been on from having a 5-game win streak, to realize, look, you got to do it every night, man. You can't come in there and expect to win, because it just almost felt like it was a just half-hearted effort, maybe too much Thanksgiving food or Christmas food or whatever the hell it was, man. They looked sluggish. They didn't look like they were ready to play. And like we said, Q, you know, free throw shooting usually shows a sign of good coaching. So I think Borrego also dropped the ball as well, man. There's no excuse for shooting 59% from the free throw line, especially on a night when you get 42 fucking attempts.
Yeah, that's the disgusting part about it, is they were complaining to the referees, and you turn around, you got 42 attempts from the foul line. You lost this game. Then when you look at the attempts, we'll go through the numbers momentarily, the completions. The Phoenix Suns were 19 of 25 for 76%. They hit 19 free throws. The Pelicans hit 25 of 42 for 60%. That's utterly disgusting, man. Now that to me is totally disgusting, because you don't leave that many free throws at the line. You know, that just teaches me that you're just totally in that. Supposed to be the easiest shot with nobody in your face, and you hit 25 or 42, and then you lose the game by what they lost it by 7 by the game, and all your points is down the line. These people couldn't buy nothing. So, you know, like I said, man, it's time in time for them to reset what they need to do in terms of get their mind right, get back to what they were doing when they were on the 5-game winning streak, and handle up, man, because they did not defend home. The referees weren't perfect in this game, but they gave these people an opportunity to win this game. And it's the Pelicans that, when they got close, they did stupid stuff with it. It was jacking up inept shots they weren't supposed to do, and they're supposed to work the ball around for a better shot. And that's on James Borrego. Borrego has to reel these guys in and teach them. You're not going to do this stupid stuff when you're cold as a cucumber, and then you're jumping there shooting these ridiculous 3-point shots, these heat check free 3-point shots, and you're not even nowhere close to being on fire. So I mean, he has to reel these guys in. He has to get them together. He has to chastise them on these free throws because that's a large part why they lost this game. But anyway, let's get right
Yeah,
into
I would have them, man, going to practice. That would be the first thing. They'll come in
free
there
throw
thinking
drill.
about the run. I would have them motherfuckers shooting 1,000 free throws.
Free throws.
Like we
Yeah,
should
that's right.
never see this again for the rest of the season, because the I guess effect of the repercussions for this, it should be something that stands out, man. You can't miss 17 free throws, man. I see you, Brady. 17 free throws, man. That's
insane.
That's insane,
That's
bro.
insane.
But
You missed
luckily,
17. You missed 17 free throws. DC Suns hit 19 free throws. Makes sense of that. You miss as many as they made. You miss almost as many.
When I saw Jordan Poole missing them, bro, I was like, oh shit. Trey Murphy missed a free throw. I'm like, God damn.
Dude missed the tech. He missed the. I was like, look at these.
No, he hit. We had 2 techs. He hit the tech shot.
Who missed the technical? Who missed the technical free throw? That was
one early in the game. I'm thinking about the later tech. It was more than one tech.
When Dylan, what's his name? When Dylan, what's his name?
Yeah, that was earlier. So I think that was Trey.
When Dylan got his tech, when he got hit,
that was Trey that missed that one. I think.
Yeah, I was like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Y'all need to get this together. And that was a large part why they lost the game. But anyway, let's hit the stats, man. And then we'll get the finished thoughts on this, because we got to match this team up. The good news is that we don't have to sit with this stupid loss for no more than tonight. Tomorrow we'll get an opportunity to split with them, in which we should have ran them out of here. But maybe this be one of these moments where we can bounce back and get off this 2-game losing streak. Just that quick there on the 2-game losing streak. Pelicans tonight from the field, 39 of 87. They were 45%, 5 of 25 from downtown for 20%. Suns were 8 for 40 for 20%. So they hit 3 more in there. They shot 48% from the field. The Pelicans, like we harping on it, 25 of 42 from the foul line. 25 of 42 for 60%. Suns were 19 of 25 for 76%. The rebounds, you talked about the rebounds. Suns 53 to the Pelicans 37 rebounds. The assist game 26-21 Suns way. Pels did have 11 and 9 on the steals. Suns 4 to 2 on the blocks. Pelicans did keep the turnovers down. 12 points. Off of 12 turnovers, 18 turnovers produced 14 points by the Suns. A lot of that Pelicans didn't make them pay off those turnovers. The fast break game was Pale side 21 to 15. So was the points in the paint. But ultimately, like I said, it just wasn't what it was supposed to be. Too much foolish stuff happened in this game, in my estimation. And let's hit the individual statistics right here. For the top leader or top scorer for the Pelicans was Zion once again. Zion Williamson in 28 minutes had 20 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 1 block for Zion in the matchup. Yeah, he did his thing. And then, of course, Trey Murphy was the second guy, 19 points from trigger Trey Murphy, 8 of 16 from the field. He was 2 of 3 from the foul line, 1 of 3 from downtown, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and 4 steals for Trey Murphy tonight. And then 19 from Jordan Poole off the bench. Jordan had 31 minutes, 19.7 of 18 from the field, 2 of 11 from downtown. He was 3 of 6 from the foul line. And it's one of those situations, man, where it's just we wasn't popping right there. And then, of course, we go to the rest of the guys. Derek Queen in 20 minutes tonight. He wasn't cooking tonight. He only got 20 minutes, 7 points in 20 minutes. He was 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from the foul line. He did collect 7 rebounds and had 2 assists to go along with those 3 turnovers. Saddiq Bey in 31 minutes, just 9 points. He was ghastly in terms of where one leg fallback option. It wasn't whatever he was doing. It wasn't cooking for him. That little fallback shot.
I don't know what happened to Saddiq tonight. There was entirely too many of those mid-range shots, man.
Yeah,
he heavy guy to that shit tonight. I don't know why he wasn't hitting them.
But then Yeah, and then but when he did press and got inside, he was able to make an impression there. So a lot of mid-range attempts to that little one-legged pull away, fall away
Yeah,
shot or whatever. 4 14 from him from the field. He was 0 for 5 from downtown. 4 rebounds for him. He had a non-productive game. Jeremiah Fears in 17 minutes threw in 9 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Bryce McGowan's had 22 minutes in his second start. He only produced 4 points on one, had 0 for 1. He was looking to pass. Didn't like how McGowan's played. I didn't like how he played
they gave him a
defensively.
+10 on the night, man, which is really
Yeah.
weird.
I didn't like how he played, DC. He collected 5
Nah,
personal fouls today. He had no offensive game. He got most of his points from the foul line, but he was not aggressive offensively. He wasn't aggressive defensively, or smart. Rather, I say he was smart defensively. I didn't like how he played on either side of the floor. Even when he had an opportunity to attack Devin Booker and put the ball on him, he was looking to kick out as opposed to make a layup or a dunk or whatever he had to. I did not like that. And then, of course, Jose Alvarado off the bench. Him and Yves Missi created a spark that helped the Pelicans. At least they did get the lead back, but did not hold it. Jose had 11 points in 25 minutes. He was 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from downtown, and he was 2 of 2 from the foul line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Jose. Eves seen some action, 18 points, 18 minutes, 7 points from Eves with 3 rebounds. He really got in there and really kind of galvanized the Pelicans and really helped that run. Carlo Mekovic played 9 minutes, 3 points. He had a 3-pointer and 3 rebounds for him. And outside of that, not much else to talk about from the Pelican side of things. The Suns, 30 points for Devin Booker in 36 minutes, 24 for Mark Williams to go up with 13 rebounds. Book also had 5 assists. Colin Gillespie, 16 points and 9 assists from him. Dylan Brooks had 14 points, 4 boards in the game. And that's pretty much what it looked like for the Suns today. Pelicans let this one slip out of their hands. Major league disappointment. Like I said, we'll turn this thing around. We got one coming up tomorrow. Same team, same time. Well, I think it might be. We'll see what the same time. I think it is. Tomorrow at 6:00, as opposed to 7. It's tomorrow at 6. So we'll see how that goes. Brother Jan, thank you, bro. Says Borrego today, third quarter Pels in the bonus with 7 to 8 minutes left. Z barely touches the ball till around 1 minute left. No pressure on Suns defense. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you for that, man.
appreciate that, brother Jan.
Get the money out. Stay cool. Nobody gets hurt. Take the money out. All of it. Come on. Wasting my time now. Come on. Come on. Stop stalling.
All right, shout out to you, bro. Go ahead, DC.
Brother Jan couldn't have said it better, man, because I thought, especially, we didn't already harped on the free throws enough, but if they would have hit their free throws and got Zion the ball, this would have been a blowout. And that's what I saw in the third quarter, what Brother Jan pointed out, man. 7 to 8 minutes left, he ain't lying, brother. It was in the bonus. I'm like, damn, we're in the bonus already? And they attacked a few times, got to the free throw. I'm like, man, keep doing that. And they just were going away from it. They wound up winning the quarter, by 5 points, but it could have been way more than that, man. It was an easy explosion. And then they carried some of that momentum into the fourth quarter on their way to getting in the bonus pretty early. And then they just, it's just laid off the pressure, man. It was a lot of head-scratching decisions, things that just weren't right tonight, man. Everybody just looked off, from coaching to the effort of the players to the shots they were shooting. Everything was thrown off, man. Jeremiah Fears, he's been going through a little funk for maybe the last 3 or 4 games. He's off. Derek Queen is off. Zion started the game a little off. Trey, similar thing. He was a little too quiet for me tonight. I needed him a little more aggression from him. It's just so many things that could have turned this game, man, and it was well within reach. Nothing extraordinary or crazy. But Poole, man, Poole is an enigma, because the first half, he pretty much was the guy that was keeping us in the game. And I thought the third quarter, he played okay. And the beginning of the fourth, it wasn't so bad. I mean, if you get past this 2-11 3-point shooting, and just, man, like the last 3 or 4 minutes of the game, Poole just unraveled, man. I don't know what that shit was. And then Zion, he misses that layup and Ryan Dunn blocks it and he's smiling and shit. I'm like, no, man, get mad and keep going to attack the paint. And they barely gave him the ball after that. He didn't command for it. It's just a lot of the things we saw during them losing a lot before they had a 5-game winning streak just all came back tonight. So I think this is a bit of a position where this could be a positive if they take well to looking like shit, when they going over this, talking about it, and hopefully having James Borrego have them shoot a lot of damn free throws in practice, and they could come out and get a win against the Suns tomorrow. Because when I saw them playing Phoenix back-to-back, even though we're at home, I didn't expect them to win both of these games. Phoenix is a good team, man. They ain't a team that's just gonna lay down. I mean, they 7-8 on the road. That ain't guaranteed with them. So I didn't expect to win both of these games. But if you'd have told me the Pels were gonna shoot 42 free throw attempts, I just would have automatically thought we won. But shout out to Jose, man. I thought he had a solid game. Shout out to Yves Misi. I thought he made an impact. Although statistically it doesn't look the best, he did a lot with making people change their shots. And I thought he brought tremendous effort. Only 3 rebounds, but just having him out there contributed to us rebounding a little better. Zion had a pretty solid game as well, and Trey. But nobody had an extraordinary game, and we just needed a little bit more, man, when we got the win, but they just didn't have enough in them tonight. So hopefully tomorrow they really want it.
Yeah, you're right, DC. I think, like you said, you mentioned the Zion thing. I kind of, and it was weird, man. I was looking at the game, and right when we hit around the fourth quarter, like it was the third quarter, I got an instinct in the third, and then maybe 9 minutes into the fourth quarter, I was like, man, these people not gonna win this game. Because to me, it was like they just kept making mistakes. They kept missing these free throws. And then they had moments in the game, like emotional trigger moments in the game where you had an opportunity to ratchet up your emotional involvement. You had text going on in the game. You had Dylan join with Zion Williamson, join with him. And I thought, well, he talking crap to Zion Williamson. That should make Zion wake up and command the ball. But that's the problem. That's today, family. That's besides the availability issues I talked about Zion Williamson in the past. That's 2 of my main really disgusts. What we call it, frustrations rather, with Zion Williamson. Outside of the availability issues, the fact that we got a dogless $39 million player who doesn't meet the moment when he's supposed to. Like this was a game where Trey wasn't fantastic. Jordan Poole did enough, even though he was not spectacular. He still threw you 17 points. But this is the game when your highest paid player was supposed to take over. He was in that moment, like 5 minutes to the rest of the game, and that's when he commanded.
Well, one thing, Q, I did look at.
Hold on, let me finish this, bro, because okay. I want to say this because this is part of my therapy right here, and I want you to hold your thought. I won't hear it, but all I'm saying is the last 5 minutes of the game, he should have been the guy. Now he finished with 20, but what I'm saying is this is your quote best player, your most expensive player at $39 million, and the join at Dylan. There was not any player on the Phoenix Suns team that can guard him all game long. Antonio Daniels kept mentioning that none of these players that they had was a matchup for Zion Williamson. Even if Borrego wasn't calling plays for Zion Williamson, down at the clutch moments of the game, that's when you're supposed to, get to the coach. Let them know, hey man, give me the ball, put the game in my hand. Not sit up there and watch the game from the sidelines or sitting in the 3-point corner watching the game like you a 3-point shooter or somebody. No, you will want the game in your hands. This is my moment. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm the closer. He didn't close it out. He did not command the ball. And that's one of the things when a guy join at you and nobody on your team can stop him and you don't take advantage of that, man, listen, that's the problem I have. That's one of the main criticisms I have for Zion Williamson. He does not have that dog. They don't have it. He don't have it consistently. He can't summon it in clutch time moments. It's just really frustrating to have to see the man had a talent, but it's not where it's supposed to be. The mentality is not there, and it's just like one of them times. Like, Zion, bro, we need you to take this one over, bro. Go ahead and take it over because none of them could stop you. But that's what I said, bro. Go ahead, you got it, bro.
Right. I mean, that's basically what I was getting at. But the caveat I was gonna put on it was it's almost like we're lauding the Zion off the bench thing, and I think it's a good thing and it's working. But I almost see like a shot to his confidence, man. He refuses to go away from, just getting the layup. And sometimes you got to do that. And earlier in the season, we seen Zion, we went to overtime. I think when he hit that turnaround midi, he went away from that, pulled up a shot that's always there for him with the game on the line. You know what I mean? Hit it. Now it's almost like he's a one-trick pony at times, man, and it's so many other options there for him. And I think his confidence may be rattled a little bit, whether it be the injuries coming off the bench. And also, I think we still run into that issue of James Borrego is doing a lot of stuff on the fly. But at times, man, especially in crucial moments, I don't think they really know what to do with him or how to utilize what he can do effectively other than just giving him the ball and letting him attack, man. I mean, I know he gets sometimes where he pins people down the post and they'll dump it into him. But Zion and Trey, man, out there, there should be multiple actions involving those guys repeatedly down the stretch. And it's just amazing to me that, like, we never consistently do that. I don't know if he's looking at Jordan Poole, like he can't execute the plays as far as dumping it into him. We don't have Derek Queen on the court, which, you've seen some of those actions, Derek Queen getting Trey going, vice versa with Zion, and Zion, Trey have a little bit of a two-man game. But it's almost like, man, you would think they would have something that would be etched in stone to be able to get this dude the ball. Like, I don't understand the last possessions of a game. You got a dude who commands double and triple team. It's almost like he should touch the ball every time, even if he's not going to take the shot. I mean, you should at least get him to touch the ball or use the fact that the defense is trying to slow him down to collapse it. And, like, I don't understand why this has to be rocket science at the end of the game, man. Where's our pick and roll? Involving Zion and Trey and some of these other exotic looks. I like when you see it with Derek Queen in a lot of those actions, man. Like, it don't have to be hard. But I think a lot of times, man, we just don't think things through. I heard Borrego say in one of those post-game pressers, he talking about he wanted the guys to play with flow and not for him to one of the what did he say? Like, one of the main points of the offense he's running is to not have to call any plays. And it's like, okay, that sounds good until the game slow up. Then, I mean, you got to coach and call plays. So this game, even though they missed all of those free throws, man, it was amazing. They were still in the game, bro, and they still were in the driver's seat to be able to win this game. We got out-coached. We just didn't do anything that works for us. And like I said before, I think this is a slap in the face that the Pels needed, man, because you know, you go on a 5-game winning streak. You've been a team that's been losing. We're all excited. You feel like they're never gonna lose, you know, and they get smacked 2 games in a row. So they need to wake up and get back to the preparation and the preparedness that they were putting into the games prior, because that's ultimately what a victory started, man. And you can tell by their efforts these last 2 games that, you know, they didn't do that at a very high level. One game in Cleveland was a back-to-back, and not that I'm giving them an excuse, but, you know, they played their heart out the game prior to be able to beat Dallas. And, you know, going into Cleveland, it was almost like a trap game, right? They getting in 3 a.m. that night. And, you know, you just want to see them show up and put themselves in positions to be able to win the game. Although you shouldn't have gave up all them goddamn 3-pointers. But, you know, Donovan Mitchell was doing what he does. But this game, man, you come in, you've had 2 days off, you're at home, you get to open presents with your baby, and, you know, you got to eat your all your Christmas meals and everything here in the city, like nice and cozy for you, you know. And they came out like maybe they was a little too happy. They just thought Phoenix was gonna lay down, man. You give up a bunch of rebounds, you can't hit free
Focus
throws,
too easy, bro.
you don't
They
execute
lose
on
focus.
turnovers. You know what I'm saying? You don't maximize your players to their strengths. Just any and everything you could have done wrong, you did wrong tonight. And it's amazing that you were still in the game with a chance to win. So if they could correct some of these very fixable issues, I think they go ahead and win tomorrow, man. I mean, I don't know if we're doing a preview for this.
Yeah, right now. I mean, you done talk right into it, man. So I guess it's the area of the preview. And like I said, man, if they could take solace to understand this,
Who they call Jordan Poole, CJ Jr. Nah, he a different animal than CJ.
This was a
He
sloppy
different, bro.
basketball game. The Cleveland game showed another level of IQ basketball preparation. How bad you want it when you serve a situation where you had to go up to Cleveland and do that. So we understand the circumference of how many games you had to play within a certain period of time. That tests the overall resolve of the team to see what level you're on. Because really high level elite teams, even though they might not go out there and blow Cleveland out, they're gonna go up there and get a tough victory on the road. But coming home after all the rest, you had your rest, and then you sit up here and miss 17 free throws. It's disrespectful. It's trifling. It's sad. It's awful. And at the end of the day, this shows to how fast the team the focus falls away. Now quickly on a 2-game losing streak, and guess what? You're in a similar situation, like that preview, like when we went up to Cleveland. You still have a back-to-back game with the same team. You get 1 day off Sunday, and then you take on who's on Monday? The Knicks. You got the Knicks on Monday, and then Wednesday you got the Bulls. So you ain't got much rest again. So this is the NBA. You either gonna rise to the occasion and become an elite team, because you can't have no losing streaks. You're gonna win 1 game here or there, I understand, but you can't have losing streaks if you're trying to get back in this thing. You done lost your ass off the first month and some change of the season. You need to stop losing so much. Focus in, hit your free throws, be fundamental, and get back to business. That needs to be the focal point going forward. It has to be if you're trying to make a push and get back into this thing, man. Because all this other stuff don't make any sense. But leading to the game for tomorrow, 6 p.m., I kind of did the preview and I said that all we can ask for is a split with them, you know, because of the thing. And I did say that. I was like, man, it would at the very least we should be able to split. But when you miss 17 free throws, your defense suck. Don't stop Devin Booker. You allow him to walk the paint.
And right, it's crazy.
You don't force the ball out of his hands when you're supposed to. He was not supposed to beat you. He's not supposed to put 30 points up on you tonight. That just pisses me off, man. You know, I give you the tired game for Cleveland, but I'm not going to give you any slack on coming off holidays. That's just sloppy, trifling, stupid, lazy basketball, man. We supposed to have gotten to a level where we got beyond that. And I just think that's awful. That's non-professional. That's so unprofessional to miss that many free throws in your own building. You can't complain and bitch about the ref if they're giving you 42 attempts from the foul line. You hit 25 of them, and your people hit 19 of them. The people you playing hit 19. So you beat them by what? 5 free throws made? When if you hit the majority of the free throws, you win this game. You change the dynamic of the game. So it's just this is horrible. This 7. I can't wrap my head around 17 missed from the foul line. That's on some bitty ball type crap. That's not a professional NBA team missing 17 free throws, bro. We supposed to be on something else. You got 3-point shooters like Trey Murphy and guys that hit 3-pointers from 3 or 4 feet beyond the 3-point line up there missing free throws. That don't make any sense to me. But DC, let's lead into the next matchup against the Phoenix. This same team again in the Smoothie King Center.
Mm-hmm.
Will we make 17 again?
The Pels, they're low hanging fruit at times, but I don't think they go out there and they have a disastrous performance from the free throw line again, back to back. Under James Borrego, they have been a way better free throw shooting team than Willie Green, where they constantly hovered right around even 70%. And James Borrego had them at 85% or so. I think they get closer, in that range. The wake up call, I think, will kind of re-energize them or give them that focus. And you pointed it out. They're a team that they lose focus very quickly. And that's one of the signs of a young team, which we are. Even though we have some veteran guys on here and they were making some of the same boneheaded mistakes. I think they go out there, man, and they put together a better effort. But will it be enough? Because it's not like the refs ain't going to give you 42 free throws again. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. And then, we was out of a challenge at that time with you had Devin Booker when Yves Missi actually blocked that shot, which that changed the momentum again. But something that simple shouldn't have been able to turn the game and get them going on their run. But anything and everything that could go wrong went wrong, prior to that point, to me, after they had that block by Yves that they called, I think they called it a foul, and he didn't even touch it. But almost looking at it, you can't even be mad and be like the refs hosing us. They gave us 42 free throws.
Right. That's
so if we want to say this is a chance, well, if I was the opposing team looking at it from Phoenix, I'm like, man, I would feel like, man, they're cheating. And we've been on the end of that so many times. And for to be on one end of it and we actually lose a game, it's just mind-boggling, man. It's stupid, dumb mistakes. This is where our ability to be a low IQ team, shows. But I think sitting and seeing this and coming out the next night, I don't think these guys have given up and they're going to come out there and put another lackluster effort out. I think they're going to come out tomorrow and they're going to have it together and look closer to the team that we seen during that 5-game win streak. But also you got to look at Phoenix and think, how are they feeling? What's the momentum from their side of things? So this game is definitely a toss-up, although I think the Pels will ultimately win. It ain't going to be easy. There's no way in hell we're going to blow them out. We're going to have to execute down the stretch. And our rookies, are going to have to get their head in the game, man, because I don't know if y'all noticing, but I think everybody should be on the same page with this. As the rookie goes, the team goes. I don't think it's a coincidence that Fears is going through a bit of a rookie wall right now, and things are changing with the team. You got Jordan Poole, who we depended on a lot more tonight, and I know he's got some type of ankle injury and all of this, but I think maybe you got to slowly work him into depending on him like that, man. He's out there shooting balls. They ain't even touching the rim. He's throwing up 40-footers with a minute left, going whole goal. Like, it's crazy. Looking at some of the things he did is almost, if Fears was actually playing solid, like, I would rather him out there at the end of the game. If this is how Poole is going to play consistently, which I don't think he will. But my man, DC, the ghost of Willie Green, is still here, man. He was hanging out for Christmas, man, in the Smoothie King Arena. He was hanging out. I think they getting that stench off him, bro. But they, maybe whatever they do for the holidays, their practice schedule, James Borrego might have went with the same shit because he felt like they was winning or whatever, and he wanted to show him a little love, and maybe they had an extra day off or some shit. And you see what we got. I really think it was something like that. But hopefully when the new year come around, they do the exact opposite. Neither is Jordan Poole, man.
We need to see it, man. We need to see the Pelicans turn this around, man. Like I said, it's really distasteful, man, to see how they played tonight, how they played, how unintelligent they played, how haphazard, how irresponsible it was. I was disappointed this whole game, man. It was a frustrating game for me to watch. And then ultimately during the game, I'm like, man, these people ain't gonna win this game. They're making too many mistakes. They're not making enough stops. And then when they get stops, they can't complete the stops and turn them into anything. Ultimately, do I think they'll play this same way on the second game? I think they'll more than likely do better because of how embarrassing this was. It might be embarrassing enough to kind of change a few things and do better because, like I said, a lot of the wins that we've currently had, the great majority of them is come at home. But we have to be able, the team has to be able to galvanize that energy from home and be able to build from that. When you get a home game against a Sun team like that, you can see we match up well with them. You just do the fundamental things right. You come out with the win. We have to get back to business and lock in, man. And then Coach Borrego has been doing a good job overall, but he needs to kind of reel some of these guys in with these wild 3-point shooting attempts without the offense even being set up. Guy just comes down and just has the Holy Ghost and just jack up a 3-point shot. Come on, dude. Jose
did that shit too at one point during late the game, right? Didn't he?
I know that. Yeah, that pissed me off too because I was like, he just came down and just jacked the ball
up. That, man? We can't get rebounds as it is.
Right, and I'm like, bro,
what is this?
I know. I said, I was like, man, come on. Dog.
We are not a 40%. Like if we were 40% 3-point shooting team, Q. Like you gotta live with it. You know what I mean? We like right. What is our 3-point shooting percentage on you? We probably like 28%. We make 9 3-pointers in a game, and we feel like we did some shit.
They did the Golden State Warriors to some damn body. I'm like, man, these people here are crazy, man. Just come down and just jack up. And then this is the point where the game is starting to get back in your possession, right? We're starting to get back to the flow. We catching up to the lead, and you just start just jacking up 3-pointers. And Borrego is just down like, dog, stop them from doing that. Get into your offense, circulate the ball for a smarter shot. Run some plays. Do not allow these guys. I understand if you got the flow and guys are hitting, but if you trying to struggle your way back and guys are cold, stop shooting threes and get in attack. Attack the paint. I guess it wouldn't make much sense tonight because we wasn't hitting a lot of free throws anyway to do it. But at the end, man, it's just we got to turn this around. We don't want to go 3 straight losses that quick. Just that quick, you hit a 2-game losing streak.
3 teams average stats. Q. I want to give the family, man, and point out.
Go ahead.
Assists. We averaged 24.8 assists a game. Our opponents averaged 30, 29.1. I'm just rounded up to 30. That's average. So most nights we're not gonna win the assist battle, right? The rebound battle, we're 43.2% to our opponents, 45.6. Defensive rebounds, 30.7 to 33.3. So rebounds, we're winning that. And get this, we're 34% 3-point shooting team, man, because that's what got me here wanting to look this up. I don't know why they feel so comfortable jacking that shit up like that. We're only a 34% 3-point team. And our opponents average 35%. So if you look at this, the majority of our losses always come in this way.
Yeah.
So this is something that, we kind of stuck with. We're always going to be can't count on winning the assist battle. We can't count on winning the rebound battle. And we can't count on winning the 3-point battle. You know, until
We can't hit
we
them free
kind of
throws.
reshape the roster, or somebody emerges and excels in one of these areas by some miracle. So, well, we shooting 78% from the free throw line. It probably was higher than that before this atrocity we had tonight, shooting 59%.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when it was this horrible, and it tells that story. I think that's what the coach didn't really go in on, and the fact that the Phoenix Suns are not a juggernaut. You basically gave this game away to them, a winnable game. You gave it away because of not being fundamental enough, doing what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. But ultimately, like I said, this is a game we got to pivot, get back to business, man. We got to flush it. And like I said, the good news about it is the fact that we don't have to stay with this trifling loss, but to tonight, tomorrow we get an opportunity at 6 p.m. Tip off time Central, and we'll have to punch this team up top the head, and then finish strong for the rest of December, and at least try to get the double digit wins. That's what I'm focusing on, at least getting. I want to. We might have been able to DC. We might have been able to get somewhere tonight. We 8 wins. I mean, we might have got one tonight and then one tomorrow. We'd have been at 10-24 and would have been really kind of climbing. But yeah, I'm just focused on finishing December strong, man, and pushing ahead, man. So um, Phoenix is next, and I'm going to bet on them and say that they're going to do it. I think the Pelicans will learn from enough. Borrego pissed off enough to get these guys to play better, and like I said in the previews, at least split with Phoenix with this one here, get our ninth win and get out of this sliding this 2-game losing streak that we're currently on, and just push ahead for the rest of the games. Finish 25 strong. So, but shout out to you guys. Appreciate all the family members for being in the stream, man. Much love. Great commentaries all throughout there. Shout out to Steph. Appreciate you, brother Yan, for the super chat. As well, brother Ross. Big ups to you. Big Sean, Tasha. Much love to you. Good to see you. Chance, Slim, brother Jaden as well. Shout out to you as well. Much love to all of the fam, man. I appreciate y'all. My name is my name. Shout out to you, Lavelle. What's up, brother Lavelle? How you doing, sir? Molly Mall and this thing, Miggy. What's up, Miggy? Shout out to you, brother. 504 Co. And I think if I missed you, man, what's up? Is that Leo Wilson? Shout out to you, brother. All right. He said, yeah, you can count on us to win the turnover battle. All right. All right. Shout out to you. And big ups to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. Do us a service and hit that like button. What's up, Trey? Shout out to brother Trey as well. Much love. OG Jerry, I see you, brother. Big ups to you as well. Dregy. I hope I'm saying that. Dregy. Sean Wellington. What's up, brother? Big ups to you. Pelicans Nola, I see you, fam. Hogan, shout out to you, man, as well. So big ups to everybody, man. Y'all hit that like button. Elite, I see you, Elite. Big ups to Elite as well, man. Good to see you out there as well, brother. All right. So DC parting shots before we leave, man.
Man, just looking forward to seeing the game tomorrow, getting this bullshit out the air. Although I think the Pels are gonna win. I'm not with y'all with the trade pool stuff just yet. Horrible showing tonight for him, the rest of the team, but nobody really looked good, if we're being honest. So looking for a complete effort and guys to actually play just simplified, meaningful basketball, man. Can we box out a little bit more? You know what I'm saying? I know we're not gonna be the best rebounding team, but like Phoenix ain't world beaters on the boards, man. Come on. Like, just looking for the Pels to play a complete game. We always got all these goddamn floating quarters. You know, we look like we fixed our third quarter problem, but it just turned into the fourth quarter. But let's see what they do tomorrow, man. We're gonna be right back here to talk about it in this turnaround game for the Pels.
All right. With that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share. You're on X, hit the retweet again, man. PPR in the building. Representing the Flocking Nation. Pelicans go down tonight, 115-108. Tomorrow's the bounce back game. Let's get it popping. Let's finish strong 2025 and at least getting double-digit wins, fam. We had 8 wins right now. Let's win tomorrow and beat the Knicks next week, beat the Bulls, and at least getting the double-digit wins and kind of make a run at this thing in 2026, man. We can start now. All right, so with that being said, I'm out. Much love. Appreciate y'all. Happy holidays, too, also to the family members. Happy holidays, man. If I ain't get a chance to tell you guys there, happy holidays to you, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Much love. Peace. And go Pels.
You're listening to the Pelicans postgame report on the PRO Media Network for all things Pelicans.
Perfect. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell him that. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican, ain't gon' lie, I feel flyer than I ever been. We stay ballin', this New Orleans, I'm a Pelican. It's going down in the nest, wild, wild west. Come in town and you best, show us some respect. 3-point threat, I better make it rain. If it's up, then don't jump stupid like your ankle sprain. Always said, never hate the player, hate the game. Jumpin' where the dame late, punch a train. Post game, big Q, talking about business. Bird gang, YouTube, they ain't flocking with us. Lock up the division mission, get into the finals. Finish competition, then it's going win the title. I know this flyer than you can get. Such a threat that the refs just might call a tag. You could double, you could press, but you can't check. Right, left, slide by you like a Eurostep. Fly Pelican, fly Pelican, fly Pelican. And I tell them that birds of a feather flock together. Fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever. And never, and never, and never, and never, and never, and never say birds of a feather flock together. Yeah, fly down, I'm a Pelican forever. Pelican forever.
Hey, New Orleans! Whether you're catching up on Saints news at Jackson Square, checking Pelicans scores in the Garden District, or staying updated on LSU while grabbing coffee in the French Quarter, there's one place that keeps you connected to everything that matters in our city. From Bourbon Street to the Superdome, from Preservation Hall to the Riverfront, New Orleanians are staying in the know with thewhodatdaily.com. Your daily source for Saints, Pelicans, LSU, and all the sports, music, and culture that makes our city special. At work downtown, at a game in the Dome, or just relaxing by the Mississippi, wherever life takes you in the Big Easy, you can stay connected. Because when you're from New Orleans, you don't just live here. You stay in the NO. That's stay in the know. Visit thewhodatdaily.com and never miss what matters most to Who Dat Nation.
Welcome to the Pro Shop, where we create authentic NOLA-inspired clothing for men, women, and children. From Saints jerseys to Pelicans gear, everything's crafted right here in New Orleans. Whether you're shopping the Pro Shop, the Pel Shop, or the Pro Shop Kids, we've got your whole family covered with genuine merchandise that represents our city's spirit. Check for links in the description.